Wow, they're loud down there. That's a ghost. Amy, what are you doing?
I can't. Like, here we are at the historic Canton Palace Theater. Wow!
It's amazing. We've never seen anything like it.
Heather, get over. Heather's
Yeah, go on over.
Yeah.
Ah, we just got
We're
here.
at the Canton Palace Theater, built in 1926, opened November 22nd.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? 1926!
Holy crap. Yeah, you don't look crazy at all. Screaming in the middle of a parking lot.
Which really, I was thinking about this on the way here, this is the youngest place we've been to so far. Because everything else has been over 100 years old, 18 something or other,
So yeah, we have done multiple screenings here. Every time we do a screening here, people are like, this place is haunted, right?
See, I've never actually, until recently, I didn't hear that it was haunted. Like, I thought it was the publicity stunt.
No, because I've been hearing, it might be a publicity stunt, but I've been hearing the haunted history of the Canton Palace Theater since I was a kid.
Yeah.
In fact, I came here, the first time I came here, I was in kindergarten, and we came for ballet, Peter and the Wolf ballet, and the teachers told us that to keep us from running off during the ballet.
See, I still feel like there's a reason behind them telling you that.
That might have been how it originated.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's been a part of the palace as long as I've known about it.
Yeah.
Which is like
He's
30.
old,
It was like 34 years ago.
Okay, then I must have just been out of the loop.
I can't believe you went to a ballet.
Yeah, I was in it.
You were Peter's Peter in the Wolf? What?
That's angry. Guys, let's do this. Let's go hunt some ghosts.
Hunt some ghosts.
All right, everyone in it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
1, 2, 3.
What are we saying?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. COVID.
COVID. Ghosts.
COVID ghosts.
COVID ghost. The ghost of COVID. Do you know the history of this theater?
Oh, I do. It was built in 1926 by a fellow named Harry Harper Inc. And he was a local druggist. He created like patent medicines, had, things like that. And he had an orchard farm out the road on Fulton Road. He wanted to create a movie palace as a gift back to the city for all his good fortune. So he put $1 million into this facility. He hired John Eberson, who was a very famous architect of the day, who specialized in atmospheric theaters, and that's what we're in here now. An atmospheric theater is one that where you're sitting in the theater, it feels like you're outside. So this theater is designed so that Eberson designed it so it feels like you're in a Spanish courtyard. So you're sitting between two Spanish castles. And if you look at the theater when you're sitting here, you'll notice it's not symmetrical like a lot of things are today. The Inc. family owned this theater up into the 70s. They still own the theater. But sadly though, Harry Harper Inc. himself died before the theater opened in November of 1926. But it was greatly successful up until the Depression, of course. It closed for a little while during that period. And then it opened back up, and it's been running up until 76 when it closed on its anniversary. And then a group of local people in Canton decided that it should be saved, and it was almost torn down, but this group got together and saved the palace, and it's been on an upward climb ever since. So, and luckily the Kilgan organ that was here on opening day is still here and still play.
Are there other aspects of the theater that are original to it?
Everything you see in this theater is original. Yeah. Eberson had a design studio that would come in and design the interior things. He would design the what it was supposed to look like. They'd come in, all the lighting fixtures, everything, the statuary, everything is all done.
The cloud projection thing, that's original as well to
yeah,
the theater?
Even the machines that do it are original to the theater, and they have a name which I cannot remember at the moment. But they have a big disc that's got cloud designs on it, and as they turn, they just cast the cloud shadows and look like they move across the sky.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The stars, how are those? Are they projected, or is there a light behind?
No, there's a light behind. You're sitting inside a dome.
Okay.
Inside the building, so there's a shell inside, and you can actually there's catwalks above it. There are individual light sockets, and it's said, Eberson is supposed to have said that he wanted you to when you came to the theater, he wanted you sitting in a different seat every time you came, because if you look up, you'll see a different sky. So you'll see a different constellation. You'll see the Big Dipper one place and whatever the other someplace, because they're aimed in certain ways. And originally there were doves flying across on wires like real stuffed doves. You can imagine walking into this theater for the first time and seeing something like that must have been just amazing to those people at that era, because that was before CGI and computers and TV and radio was just an infant.
Yeah.
So it's
well, even just the size of it's impressive.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Just massive open area.
Right. The palace had a 16-piece orchestra in the pit and with the organ, and so when you would come to the movies in 1926, you'd pay your quarter, and you would get to see 3 vaudeville acts, an organ solo, orchestra, organ combination, a short feature, and then a feature movie. It
was an all-day event.
Pretty much. So the guy was, poor Banks was at the organ from 11 o'clock in the morning till, who knows when in the evening.
So because it was such an important attraction to the area, were there famous people that came to the theater? Yeah,
this was on the Keith vaudeville circuit, which was the better of the entertainment. So George Burns and Gracie Allen, Bob Hope, I think Shirley Temple maybe did an appearance here. I was told Judy Garland did. That's not confirmed. Someone told me that one of the Disney movies, we think it was 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, but Walt Disney walked out and premiered the movie here. So it was like an Ohio premiere, and he actually walked out and introduced the movie.
That's cool.
So there were a lot of big names that appeared on the palace stage.
That's cool. Can you speak to the history of the town in general, Canton?
Canton is an old industrial town. Started a couple hundred years ago, but its big heyday was about the time in the 20s, turn of the century 20s, when all the steel mills were working all over the place. Timken was here, Timken roller bearing, Hoover vacuums. Everybody was working. There were lots of different nationalities, different immigrants coming in. The town in the 20s must have been fascinating because there was building everywhere. The palace was built 25, 26. The Lowe's was late 20s. There were about 9 different theaters downtown at one time. And it was known as Little Chicago in that period, where there were a lot of gangsters and supposedly and things like that going on. So
one of the rumors was that Banks was shot here?
No, that's not true. That is not true. Banks was a big deal organ guy. He was like an organ rock star, and he would go from theater to theater in the Palace Theater circuit, opening the theaters as a draw, as a name. There's even things like in the McKinley High School yearbook where he had taken a little ad out and he signs the books and stuff. So he was kind of well known around town.
Yeah.
But he left here in August of 28 to go to I think the Marion Palace to open it. So he was well alive when he left Canton and went to Marion, and then he ended up The reason I know is because I know I've searched him. He lived into the 40s. He wasn't very old when he died, but I think he lived into the 40s and died in New York, and he's buried in Cleveland.
Oh. So what are some of the actual ghost stories that accompany this theater?
There's one story that says there's a little girl that still hangs around in the balcony, and that she will make her appearance known and kick seats and tap you on the shoulder, and some friends of mine have actually told me that they've been up there and heard a little girl laughing behind them, and they'll feel somebody touch them, and they'll turn and nobody's there, and they'll hear her giggle. And the policeman that used to work here 30 years ago, he claims he saw the little girl in the balcony one night because he thought everybody was gone and looked up and there was somebody there. And so the little girl supposedly hangs around. So I did have an experience though here.
Yeah.
This has been maybe 10 years ago or so. There was like 100 people here. Mm-hmm. And our tech lady was backstage getting ready to lower the pit. And all of a sudden I was playing, and it was about same time of the night, 7:28, 29. And I feel this like fireball, light ball come from somewhere and pop right by my head. Mm. And she stuck her head out behind the curtain and says, "What was that?" And I'm just like, I don't know, but I'm glad it missed me, whatever it was.
Right.
And it was loud, but not like crazy loud, just like a pop.
Yeah.
Like a flash cube pop. Mm-hmm. But it was right here. And so after we were done, the projectionist came down and he says, "What was that thing that flew out of nowhere and hit me by your head?" And I said, "I don't know." He said it just like a blue ball that came from somewhere and just popped.
With the girl, are there any stories that anybody's been able to narrow down to who the girl would be?
No, we can't figure out who it could be. And who knows? Think of all the people who, over 100 years, have came here and enjoyed it, and
right.
especially in Canton, have come here, and this is like the highlight of their life, essentially.
Yeah.
So I can understand why one would want to stay. Mm-hmm. Well, that was my question too about Banks. Banks was a big deal. Why would he want to be here?
Yeah.
And then it occurred to me, this is the last remaining Kilgan theater organ still playing in Surgical Home anywhere in the world.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of like, maybe this is
it's
where
special.
he wants to be. Yeah, it's special.
Yeah.
It's special to us, so it's
sure.
probably even more special to Banks.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, the photo. Oh, I forgot
so you know
about
what we're
the photo.
Talking about
yeah, I was
with
here
the photo.
that night.
You were here the night that was taken?
Yeah.
What are all do you know any further details on that?
Well, it was so weird. And what's so strange about it is there was a group of kids up there. It was right behind that exit and in the balcony. And if I remember right, I think somebody asked the policeman or somebody to take a picture of this group of kids. And when he did, here was this. What was so funny is when I first saw it, I thought it was a little girl. I thought it was maybe, because it looked like a little girl like holding her hand up. Mm-hmm. And then somebody else said, "Oh, I see a guy in a tuxedo." And then after that, I was like, okay, I can kind of see a person with like a tuxedo, maybe a mustache or something. But it was right up there in the balcony, and the group of kids was here, and there was nobody there, and there was like a figure in the middle of them, and it's strange and kind of weirdly creepy, but it's like no explanation other than here's this guy who wanted to be in the picture.
This ghost girl, this thing actually.
It was a ghost boy.
Well, in the article it said it was a ghost girl.
Oh, okay.
But this thing really.
That looked like a boy.
It's irrelevant.
It looks like a corpse. It looks like it's dead.
Yeah, it's definitely mummified.
Yeah.
Really, really get in there. Really look at it.
Where was the origin of this photo? Like, who?
Yeah. Where did you steal this from?
Well, so this is the interesting thing. I don't know who took it. In the article.
Was it mailed to you anonymously?
No.
Oh.
Well, with letters cut out of the magazine.
Letters.
I think it just looks like a man.
Yeah, but he's brown.
You think it looks like
Everybody
I think it could be the phone it was taken on.
With the clothes, it looks like he's wearing some frilly crap from like 1852.
The clone was different, and
Which
it was
is still
extremely
older than this
real.
building.
Right.
So, yeah. I think we could probably figure out where this is.
Hmm.
Because
Well,
you
it's
see
by
the
the
exit
stairs.
sign and you see the railing.
The railing of the stairs.
I would guess it's probably like around there
Right up
somewhere.
there.
Yeah.
It's just which stairs. I mean, there's only 2 sets of stairs to go.
Do you want to find where that seat is?
Yeah, let's see if we can replicate it.
What if we went up there and the dude's like just sitting there?
If there is, I'm gonna run out
That'd be
straight.
sweet. Then we need to go ask him.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
dude, are you
you've
dead?
been here for several years now. Why this chair? What is it about this vantage point?
Why this chair? Why now?
Jacking up the ISO.
Yep, jack it up.
Yeah, it would have.
It would have been just right in this area, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I
here.
think it's above the other stairs because of the
Judging
mirror.
by,
You said there was
Oh,
an
yeah, the
exit
mirror.
sign.
is it?
So it's up there.
Right.
That mirror would have been there.
Maybe.
It's the mirror, the doorway, and then the railing.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because there's that picture frame.
Oh, it's like a fire.
Yeah, I think,
Can you tell if they're? We see the banisters, so they're just in this area.
yeah,
Let me see the photo.
it looks like,
It would be right behind that, right?
Yeah.
Right behind you're in the
looks
row.
like it was taken from this vantage point. Yeah, I'd say that looks pretty close.
No, there's nothing on these things.
I also can't tell what focal length they were on. It seemed like they were a little more zoomed in. Yeah, I see eye shine for sure. And then there should be a couple, like a picture back from that should be the one we're comparing it to.
Just don't look at Santino's nudes.
This
Yeah.
is all weird.
Don't flip
What's
through
weird? How
his
your legs are?
nude
Oh, those are my
pictures.
legs.
Those
Yeah.
are your legs.
So then that's what it is.
Is
Well,
it someone's legs
is
in
it?
front of it?
Maybe, because look, those are my legs.
See, it still doesn't look the same.
Well, it definitely
You still
doesn't.
have skin color.
Yeah.
See?
And even with a gray shirt, it doesn't look like death.
No.
No. Yeah, no. All right, we're splitting it up.
Okay.
We're splitting up, guys. You guys ready?
We're splitting up.
Okay.
Who's going where?
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Do we
Seth,
need to be wearing masks?
Aaron, and
You ruined the
Heather and
shot.
Courtney. And it's gonna be me and Zach.
Hold on. Who's with who?
You and Aaron and Heather and Courtney, and then myself, Zach, and Adrian and Nicole.
Oh, yeah.
That's you and me.
That's what we're doing.
Let's go find some ghosts. All right. So does it matter who goes where?
I figure that we were gonna start in the balcony first and seeing if we could find a little ghost girl. So
That's a little bad boy.
little bat boy.
That's a little bad boy. That's Heather's bad boy.
No.
bad boy.
I thought you were the bad boy.
I mean, we're all
Zach's the bad boy.
Zach is.
Zach, you little bad
Look at
boy.
him.
I'm the real bad boy.
We're coming with
Bright lights, bright lights.
Where are we going? We're going upstairs.
We're going to the ghost.
You guys are going in the men's gentlemen's room?
Yeah. See you later.
Oh my goodness, we are.
We're going to.
Aw, we're going downstairs.
Watch.
Oh, Zach, watch your head. Sorry.
Oh, the lights are on there. I need to put those.
We don't.
Yeah, that's a good sign. I could totally not see that.
Worry about that. So sorry.
Did you guys need headlamps?
Cracked your
I
noggin.
mean, you have a giant sun on the front of your camera.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going night
So
vision.
there's something weird about this room, and I
Yeah.
told him I've been down here on a tour before, and I get creeped out by this room.
Yeah, I like this room. When we were down here earlier, I thought it was neat.
Holy crap, that's a Blade Runner poster.
Smell like good
Yeah.
posters.
This one has a dinosaur on it.
Is there any significance to the basement, like ghost-wise? Do you know?
No, so the story that people talked about online was that that Banks Kennedy guy got shot down here by the mob or something.
Okay.
But the guy that we talked to earlier told us that that is a lie.
Okay.
So as far as I know,
So let's
nothing is
prove
down
it
here.
true.
Let's prove it true.
Mhm.
How do we prove what true?
That he was actually shot.
That he wasn't.
No. That's what it says.
So as far as I know, there's nothing down here.
Do we want to just kill lights and see if anything happens? Yeah. I mean, Aaron can keep his on.
Alright, I need.
Okay.
Definitely looking good. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
There's a hole.
What's the hole, guys?
Oh, good. I have to pee. Oh, shoot. Santino's gonna get that.
All right, who's got the bottle?
All right.
Is there even... I'm going to shut this off because there's almost no purpose in having it on.
Yeah, you can't see nothing anyways.
Alright, so Heather started a recording for possible EVPs.
Well, just to have it.
And to have it. So if there is a presence here with us, you could communicate and we would be able to capture that.
Over the sound of the air
But you
unit.
do have to be louder than the refrigerator. Over
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe talk directly into the phone.
It's right here.
Or just throw something at Aaron. It's also an option.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So what were they saying the legend was here?
Well, she
that it's
said
a
that
ghost girl?
Yeah, that just appears up here, but they don't know who she is or anything. So there's not been any historical...
Ghost boy?
Well, there's a ghost boy in the picture, or whatever that is, but then he was saying it was a ghost girl, right?
Yeah, he kept saying girl, and then other people have said that it looks like a guy.
Yeah, I don't know what the ghost girl thing doesn't seem like anybody really has any idea of what it is.
And that's the only known picture of it, too.
Well, I'm talking about the ghost girl.
I thought that was a picture of the ghost girl.
Yeah, see, that I'm confused by that. Because I thought that picture was something completely different than the ghost girl. So, was there a ghost girl and that picture over there?
Like in addition to that picture?
Yeah.
The only thing I'm aware of is the picture, but I couldn't really hear his interview earlier, so.
Yeah, well, he kept saying
there's
that there
a
was
ghost girl.
Yeah, he was saying ghost girl, and then he was also saying people are talking about a ghost boy. So they've thrown a lot of different stuff around.
It's always little girl ghosts.
Yeah. It's sexist. I don't know.
You think we're not smart enough to move to the afterlife?
Sure.
We can't find our way there?
For the photo, he was pointing this side.
Yeah, he kept pointing to the wrong
It's
side.
over this side.
Yeah, it's definitely over here.
Yeah, it's obviously. I mean, the picture is identical, the back and everything.
Maybe you'll see him when you go back through all of this footage.
Maybe.
They hanging out.
How are you feeling?
I'm not feeling it.
Not feeling it?
Somebody with a really sharp butt.
Yeah, what do you think we're going to find tonight?
Nothing. Bunch of chairs.
Bunch of chairs?
Yeah.
Has any one chair felt more haunted to you than another one?
I only sat in two.
You only sat in two? Well,
Yeah.
you got to sit in all of them.
I gotta say, that's what I gotta do. That's
what
the
we got to do
challenge.
for the rest of the night.
The challenge is
sit
I
in
have
every
to
chair.
do all that, and then I'll fall asleep from all the tuna in my stomach.
This is why the ghost hunting equipment is fun, because it does stuff.
Yeah. See, Seth, you suck.
Yeah, ghost hunting equipment sucks because it does what you want it to do.
Listen, I just got a cool new toy today. It's a music box. It's motion activated.
When I look for Bigfoot, I don't have to have a ton of equipment that's going to create something that makes me think it's real. If I'm going to believe any of this is real, something actually has to happen.
So you have to have something scratch you or smack you or shove you down, like physically.
No,
Seth,
I just want to see or hear something.
don't take your pants off, dude. Leave your pants on.
Take my
Seth.
pants off. It's going to be like that scene in Ghostbusters. A ghostly corridor.
Dreaming of running.
No, I'm dancing.
Oh, you're dancing.
So dance.
We could do a choreographed thing.
Sweet dance move. There is something moving in the balcony, for real.
Like in the theater?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot. I can't see it. There's this big equipment in my way.
No, the only reason I know, and I'm being dead serious, by the way, the only reason I know is you can see the light up on the chairs, and something moved in front of the light.
To the right one?
Is it like...
Wait, where you at?
Laying that line right up.
You're talking about the steps, right?
I guess it is the little lights on the sides of the chairs. Like steps, something moved right in front of that light.
I'm going around the corner.
Do you see anything?
He just went from the light again. The little lights on the chairs in the middle.
Whoa, hold up. Okay, play it again. Okay, right there. There it goes.
Where?
Upper left.
No, I mean, I know, but...
There, it disappears.
Okay.
Disappears, and it comes back. Here's the weird thing, though. You see those other lights that are blinking?
Yeah.
Those aren't lights. I think those are the signs. They're reflective signs, because we actually have some B-roll of them. And they're like the seating, like row 3, row whatever.
Okay.
So his infrared is reflecting off of those and lighting up. But those only blink when he moves.
Right.
Are those seat lights, then, that we're looking at up in the...
I think so, because they go up at an angle.
Alright, so I see what you mean. So those aren't the reflectors.
No.
Yeah, that is weird. Okay.
But you see, it took me a while to actually come to the conclusion.
Now that's me being sexy.
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah. Alright.
But I wasn't sure. I had to make sure that it wasn't like all the reflectors or all the other things that were blinking, because there's actually a ton of stuff moving around in this shot, considering it's dark as it is.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of, Santina, is that in moving the camera at that moment, maybe a chair or something, because of moving the camera, goes in front of the light for a second because he's moving. Like maybe he's moving, and in doing so, something moves in front of that light.
So you're talking like if it was parallax on a chair in front
Because
of
of his movement, yeah. Like a chair just, you know.
See, the thing that's weird about that, though, is when I was listening to this on headphones, and this is the only thing that even clued me into it in the first place, is Courtney says that she thought she saw something blink again, doesn't she?
Okay.
Yeah,
and it's like a few seconds right after that happens.
Yeah, she was seeing stuff the same side Seth was.
I think something went in front of the light again.
So that was like a full 3 seconds after that happened.
I mean, the thing is, everything kind of blinks.
Yeah, everything's blinking, but
the stable lights are not. The stage lights or the seat lights and all that stuff doesn't really blink, but there's just
I see like the reflecting,
flickering happening in the shot that's hard to tell what is moving.
Now,
and what I thought I saw was up there. So I don't know. It's frustrating for me because I grew up hearing about how haunted the Canton Palace Theater was, and I did not experience that to any degree.
No. I'm just amazed that I mean, we really weren't there that long. That is something that everyone has to kind of understand, is like we
did have limited time.
We had a limited time in that location, so it's not like we could be there all night. But even so, it seems like there just wasn't a lot of opportunity. Aside from the photo, I still haven't really figured that one out. And I've been thinking about it since we shot it and we tried to replicate it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's just an issue where someone just appears a different color, but there's no good reason for that. There's not.
Yeah.
I would almost like to do another investigation there someday where we spent time holed up in certain places just hanging out.
Because we really couldn't even do anything in the basement either, because they have motion sensing lights, so everything was just bright all the time.
Well, I also went back through when it was Aaron, Seth, Courtney, and I were in the basement, and we sat at this table, and I turned on a recorder on my phone and listened.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't really, I mean, you hear us talk, but you can't make out anything because
the
noise of the, what was that, like a fridge?
Like a walk-in fridge.
unit?
I thought it was a fridge, yeah.
Yeah,
It's really loud.
It was loud, and so that also factors into hearing anything. I mean, like with the other things we've had, when there's no extemporaneous sound, and then to have that.
Yeah, it'd be too muddy to try to even extract anything out.
Yeah.
It was cool to get to be there.
Oh yeah. Really cool.
I mean, that's kind of also like the thing that you say at the end of every one of these episodes. It was cool to be there.
It was cool to be there.
It's great.
It's great.
I don't. Why are you carrying your camera
Here,
like
let me
that?
get the door.
You about to lose.
You about to lose.